What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin price and what we exactly talked about yesterday, but zooming in, all right, because this over here is June and July of 2021 when we had that massive drop in May, okay? We're going to go through the volume, the RSI, and the insane similarities that there is here with the Bitcoin price action from June, July, and now in December. We're also taking a look, guys, at Metis, guys. We talked about Metis when it was at $46. Here I have a video talking about it when it was at $58. It's absolutely exploding now, just hitting that $200 range, up 28% today. And if you feel that you missed out on this one, I have an insane other one, okay, that I have been talking about, and I think will do very, very well in the next coming months. So make sure to stay tuned. Hello there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe daily to own Bitcoin, crypto, also to live streams to connect with the community. Not financial advisor, so don't buy or sell anything that I say, guys. Let's dive in here straight into the BTC price. On the left side, I do have the chart from Bitcoin on the daily in between May and August. All right, we're going to focus basically in June and July, end of May, June and July, and also the month of December that I have here on the right chart. Now, what I'm going to show you is the insane similarities that is with this price action. Remember, on the 19th of May, all right, we did have that capitulation phase. We dropped just below $30,000, okay, as you can see here. Now, we did have an insane amount of volume, and like I said here on many other videos and live streams, you know, sometimes high volume at the top of a trend or at the bottom of a trend, okay, when you have been following that trend for a few weeks or a couple of months, it could indicate that you are bottoming out, all right? And in this case, it was correct, all right? Back here in May, you were slightly dipping below, all right? And this is fine. This is usually happen. This is pure manipulation, you know, of the whales to trick you that you are going to go in a bearish trend, but you're not. You finally reverse. So I think that there's similar scenarios happening right over here now on BTC. Now, this doesn't mean that we are going to come down to those levels. It's a scenario that could happen. Now, you can clearly see here on the 4th of December when we did have that capitulation phase, we did also have very high volume. That could indicate that this is the bottom because we have been dropping from 69K, right? We've had an insane few weeks of just downside price action. Now, what I want to show you here is the similarities of this price action over here that happened also in late May and June, right? Let me just get this out of the way. And you can see here on the daily closes, right, that you were creating slightly lower lows, all right? Slightly lower lows here on the price action. And you also were creating this slightly lower lows here. You know, this was in between the 7th of December all the way till the 18th, okay? Just over 10 days here, creating these slightly lower lows on the daily. And on the RSI, you are creating higher lows. So you are creating lower lows in the price action, higher lows on the RSI, on the daily. This is bullish divergence, and you know, very, very similar price action as you can see, and also RSI, very, very similar. Higher lows, lower lows on the price action. What happens after this, because it's bullish divergence, you are going to have that price reacting to the upside at some point. And this is what exactly happened here on the 11th of June and 12th of June. As you can see right there, you do have that reaction, okay, on the price action. After the bullish divergence, you pop to the upside. And this is what exactly happened right over here. You have the bullish divergence at some point, you know, from $46,000. This is when we had that run up to almost 52 to around about $52,000. All right, you do have that effect thanks to the bullish divergence on the RSI. What is happening right now is from the higher lows of the RSI, we did break down, okay, back here. This was back in June, all right, where you do think that you are going to get a bounce from this major resistance from the lower highs from here and get a bounce. So something very similar is happening right now here, where you do think you are going to get a bounce from this lower highs. I remember a lot of people getting really excited right here, including myself, and also right over here, including myself. So this is, you know, how the kind of chart you need to try and go against the herd and find out that, you know, what is going on really on the charts to actually go to in the right direction. And what I can see over here, all right, what happened back in July and June, sorry, late June, is that we finally dipped down below this major resistance of support. But this is because also on the RSI, we started losing that support area from the higher lows, right, where we did have those bullish divergence. We were starting to lose those levels, and we finally came back down to retest the lows, all right, that we were creating for the last few weeks. Now, I think that this is very, very possible. It's not guaranteed it's going to happen, guys, but it is a scenario, okay? And we can see the lows right over here, just around about 45.5K, all right? And this is a scenario where we do lose this major resistance turning into support right now, where we are getting supported, and we are going to lose it and come down and lose these levels. So potentially hitting $44,000, $43,000 in the next coming days. It is a very, very possible scenario, guys. So, and you can see here on the RSI from the higher lows, we have lost this support level. We are currently below this range. We have lost the support from the higher lows of the bullish divergence. So it is a possible scenario. If we do start losing these levels, I think that the low 40K range is going to be retested. And we could see a very, very similar scenario that happened right over here, where I do think that we could create a kind of a double bottom right here, and break back above, have that scary last little price action, you know, in the next week or two, potentially hitting round about $41,000. Very, very possible. And I think that would be a potential sign of the bottom if we do have very similar price action that happened here back in late July. Okay, so said this, guys, you know, the volume is very similar. That's massive, you know, spike here to the downside, as you can see right there. You know, RSI making these bullish divergence playing out. Now we're just sitting at the support. Is the support going to be lost like we lost it here back in June? So just wanted to point that out, guys. Stay safe with trading. This is a possible scenario in the next coming days and potential couple of weeks. Now let me just take a look at Metis now, guys. We've been talking about Metis. This is an insane layer 2 for Ethereum, and like I said, you know, most of the projects, I'm going to say at least 70%, even 80%, are built on the Ethereum network. Ethereum has a huge issue, okay, with transaction speed and fees and rest of it, and they're trying to solve it, but you know, it is too much built up on the Ethereum network, and they do need layer 2s such as, you know, Matic, Loopring, and you know, there are some of them coming out right now, and this one's been here for the last few months, and this one is Metis DAO, okay, Metis token, layer 2 on the optimistic rollup, and it's, you know, we've been talking about this since, you know, October. I remember saying the first time we saw this one, all right, and this was trading at about $5-6 back in the summer. So yeah, but it's still very, very early. You know, we spotted it at $46. I can find this video at $58, and it's currently trading at 200, and it's still very, very low market capitalization, 288 million. Okay, fully diluted, it's 1.9 billion. And we can see Loopring is over 1 billion right now. I think it's about 2 billion, and between 1 and 2 billion. And, you know, we know Matic is almost 20 billion. So this one does have still a lot of room to grow, being a layer 2 on the Ethereum network. They are going to be used a lot, okay, in the next coming months, in my opinion. In 2022, layer 1s and layer 2s for Ethereum network are going to explode. So Metis is definitely one to pay attention to. As you can see, it's up 26%. It is over her 4x since we mentioned it. Now, you might think, have I missed out? I think there's still a lot of room. This is over a $1,000 coin, in my opinion. Not financial advice, guys. This is only my opinion. But if you feel you missed out a little bit on this one, you know, there is another one that I think will personally do well. And guys, do your own research. Okay, I'm not saying you to buy it, but I am invested in this one. And this one is Saito. It is currently up 26% today in the last 24 hours. And this one is a Web3 foundation that runs blockchain applications on the actual browser. So we did spot this one at about 2.6 cents, and it is over a 2x since we mentioned it. And the network actually pays the internet service providers instead of the miners or the stakers. I've gone through the project, through the team, huge experience, and they are developing, okay? I think this one has a really bright future. It's heavily in the gaming industry. You know the deal. I think gaming and crypto is the future together, and running blockchain applications on the browser with gaming, you know, keeping it easy, friendly. I think this one just is going to skyrocket, guys. So make sure to do your own research if you are interested in this project. Also, Kasta is looking for front-end and back-end developers. So if you do have experience in that sector, Make sure to fill in the forms that are down below. The applications are down below in the description, guys. Check out the Bitcoinsensus website. We have the latest news and technical analysis here. Check out my video to learn how to trade on Bybit or on PrimeXBT. They're on the screen right now. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.